Hello, and welcome to this new episode dedicated to key moments in French history. Today, we will explore an iconic event that marked the beginning of the French Revolution, the storming of the Bastille on July 14, 1789. This moment symbolizes the people's fight against injustice and tyranny. Let's delve into the origins, unfolding, and consequences of this pivotal event that changed the course of history. By the late 18th century, France was a kingdom in crisis. The country faced an enormous debt, largely caused by wars waged under Louis XIV and Louis XV, as well as the lavish lifestyle of the royal court, particularly under Queen Marie Antoinette. Meanwhile, the common people endured worsening living conditions. The 1788 harvests were disastrous, leading to a dramatic increase in bread prices, the staple food of the French population. Famine, combined with rising unemployment, plunged the nation into despair. In May 1789, King Louis XVI convened the Estates General, an assembly representing the three orders, the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate, composed mainly of the bourgeoisie and peasants. However, discussions over reforms quickly stalled. Frustrated by the privileged class's refusal to share power, the Third Estate took matters into its own hands. In June 1789, the deputies of the Third Estate declared themselves the National Assembly and took the famous tennis court oath, vowing not to disband until a constitution was drafted. This act of defiance marked the true beginning of the French Revolution. The king's reaction was swift. He stationed troops around Paris to intimidate the revolutionaries. At the same time, the dismissal of Jacques Necker, the popular finance minister, was seen as a provocation. Tensions in Paris reached a boiling point as citizens, fearing military repression, began to organize and seek weapons for their defense. On July 14, 1789, anger erupted into action. Parisians, having already seized weapons from the Invalids, marched to the Bastille to acquire gunpowder. This fortress, formerly used as a state prison, symbolized the king's absolute power. Although it housed only 7 prisoners at the time, the Bastille represented monarchical oppression. Negotiations with the governor, Bernard-René de Launay, failed, and the situation escalated. After hours of fighting, the insurgents captured the fortress with the help of defecting soldiers. The governor was captured and executed by the crowd. This day marked a turning point. For the first time, the people of Paris had successfully challenged royal authority. The storming of the Bastille had a profound impact, both in France and abroad. It inspired uprisings in other regions, especially during the Great Fear, when peasants attacked noble estates. This event forced King Louis XVI to back down. He recognized the National Assembly and reinstated Necker. The people, emboldened by their victory, rallied around new revolutionary symbols, such as the tricolor cockade. Abroad, European monarchies watched these events with unease, fearing that revolutionary ideas might spread beyond France's borders. Today, the storming of the Bastille remains one of the most significant events in French history. Every year on July 14th, Bastille Day is celebrated as France's national holiday, commemorating this act of popular resistance that embodies the values of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Although the Bastille itself was dismantled shortly afterward, its memory endures as a symbol of the fight against oppression. Thank you for joining us in exploring the French Revolution and the storming of the Bastille. This event marked the beginning of a tumultuous period that would transform France and influence the world. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to discover more fascinating moments from the past. See you soon for another episode.